Hey, Mark the Meerkat Suffering here, free online, tradingeducation.com, where I'm a analyst, host of the GrokStar Trading Room, and perhaps your future mentor. Hey, let's look at a trade that we had this morning on Apple, AAPL. Here it was at opening. This line right here is opening, and it had been running up. Did a bull pullback here, went up, and it pulled back again right to this 20 moving average. Another bull pullback. The markets were going up, so I set a trade up here just above this resistance line here at the pivot line, the R1 pivot. So let's get ready to see what happened next, and boom, there she goes. Broke out, and it got in at $116.17. I am long on Apple. So here's my initial stop right down here, just below that 20 moving average, where it had swung down here. So that's actually less than 1%. I'm happy with that. And then it just sat here for a little while and was basing, but then I noticed something. I noticed that it was forming what we call a rising wedge. Now let's draw the rising wedge in here, and that is a bearish formation. A bearish formation is a rising wedge. If you want to know more about a rising wedge, again, I'm long. The rising wedge, just go to our site, free online, tradingeducation.com, and to free chart school right there. Rising wedge, and here's a description of it, and then here is a picture of it where it's going up and getting tighter. But if it falls out of that, it is very bearish. So I'm long. So knowing that, now what I did was I'm taking my stop and I'm going to be moving it up here even tighter so that we can protect our investment. Even though I'm not quite to break even, I'm up here's where my entry was. At least I'm protected if it decides to fall out of that pattern. And sure enough, what happened? Bam! Look at that. Right there. Bam! It fell out of this rising wedge. So here, let's draw it in. So there it is. It fell right out of that rising wedge, and it continued to fall down. So I got out at $15.97 for minus 0.1% in 10 minutes. But this helped save my assets, right? Because I saw that this was a bearish formation, and guess what also happened here? Right at this hour was when the market started to turn down as well, and it was in a bearish formation. It went down too. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat Suffering, as Mark Douglas says in his book, Trading in the Zone. You'll know you're trading in the zone when you see the markets, your stock, and all of your indicators as one. Wow. Love it when that happens. Trade well.